Welcome everyone back to this Local 401 podcast. We got a great episode today with one of the most esteemed leaders in union labor politics relations in the past 15 years. I'm excited to sit down with the one. She is currently the president of Capital District Chapter of CBTU, CSEA Region 4 president, doing great work across this great state of New York. Everybody, please welcome the esteemed Shana Davis. Shana, how you doing today?
Good. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's great to sit down with you. I know you got a lot of information, so let's get right to it. So
Okay.
right now, CSEA with the state government workers, we're in the midst of contract tentative agreement. It was a great contract. Being an experienced leader in the union who has dealt with contract negotiations, what makes this contract better than the previous ones?
What makes this contract better than the previous runs is they paid attention to detail.
Okay.
With the state of our economy and the fear of things that are coming down, we
Okay.
look at the price of gas, we
Mm.
look at, we look at the price of rent,
Talk about it.
and we look at just being able to have childcare. Um,
Absolutely.
and all these things, either it's going up or opportunities are being taken away. Um, I feel like this team and the staff went in with those thoughts in mind on how can we help our everyday member to have a sustainable, equitable life over the next few years.
Absolutely. You know what? Give a big shout out to them. Got to clap it up for them. The contract team did amazing. Like I even said in the previous video, like, no, they did amazing. Everything. I went over everything and saw it. It was like, no, it's rare that you have it where state government, labor, management, everybody's on the same page. Like, no, we had to do something and met. And the fact that they just kept going at it and brought this out, it was amazing. Now,
100.
given that this is a great contract, I remember a pretty rough one,
Whew,
2011 to 2016. What can
2016.
you, right? What can you tell me what you remember about that one? Because that was a little bit rough. It had me at one point looking like, I know I'm a worker here, but I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be here.
So the crazy thing is that was my first contract negotiation,
Oh
and
wow, okay.
yeah, 100% first time. Um, and I believe, a delegate. I might have been a shop steward at that time.
Ooh, really on the work. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so the workforce put information out about they were looking for people who would want to represent
Okay.
their bargaining unit for the contract negotiating team. So I worked for tax and finance, proud CSCA tax local 690 member. Um,
Nice. Shout out to 690.
690 ASU administrative services unit. So I put in to see, if I could be a part of the team. And we went in for like this week-long interview, like maybe 3 or 4 days, but it felt like a week. But we went in for this interview process, and that was the first time I had ever even seen this, a contract book. Now, mind you, this is 2011. I started working for the state in 1988. Um,
Oh, look, she wrote history out. I'm gonna need you to put that one up again. Look at that. At 2011 on the bottom. Yeah. Oh, tell him, Miss Davis.
so no, this one was 2021, but I have
Okay.
2016 here. I do have 2011 because when you're on a negotiating team, they put your name in the book.
Yeah.
Um,
Gotta keep the keepsakes.
got to keepsakes, but you also need to keep information. But
Absolutely.
honestly, uh, first time I looked at that book, I had worked for the state for 10, 15 years at the time
Yeah.
and never read my contract. Shame on me. Um, but I went and got some education and said, I think I can do this. I think I could be a part of this team, and not only learn more about the union, but also represent the members like me. At that time, I was a single mom. Uh,
Mhm.
not to tell my personal business, like recently divorced,
Okay, good.
single mom. It is what it is. I'm not ashamed. Life happens.
Never be. Life happens. And we
Right?
look,
Life happens.
look, all that happened led you to where you at right now doing amazing
Exactly.
things.
100% stepping stones. And
That's right.
so, you know, and and I needed more. I needed more money. I needed help with childcare. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt like I could bring that information to the table. So I think the most amazing part of what I feel like is the most amazing part of being on a negotiating team for CSE for the state division. I can't speak for local government. I can, but I won't.
Okay.
For the state division, in that room are members of many different agencies and all four different bargaining units, right?
Okay.
So we negotiate for the four different bargaining units, which is ASU, Administrative Services Unit, ISU, Institutional Services Unit, OSU, which is the Occupational Services Unit,
Right.
and DMNA, which is Division
That.
of Military and Naval Affairs, right? Each,
Absolutely.
they all have their own book. Look, each one.
Hmm.
Everybody book, a different color, each one, right? We all should have this book. We all should have a book to refer to. Every member, and I'm saying this because I think it's important. If you are a member of this union and you don't have a contract book, you need to get one, and you need to contact
Absolutely.
CPA and ask for a copy of your contract. Right? They're going to send new ones out. It'll probably take a year, but
It
you,
will. It will. But no, but I think you make an excellent point because
you
they do
know,
need a contact of it. And the fact that we have technology now, you can
yeah,
actually go on the website and download it
and
straight to your
and
phone.
access it 100%.
And it's right there, and it's not even that much space. So you should always have a copy of it because it's
Right?
ironic that that's how you got into the negotiation team, and that's kind of how I got into the union. Like they handed me
Really?
the book, I got into some issue with the supervisor, and I'm like, all right, let me just look in the book and see what's going on. And I'm like, wait, hold on, you can't make me do something that's hazardous to my health. It's right here in the contract. Like that's not
Right?
insubordination. That's me protecting myself. And when the leaders at the site heard about it, they immediately came and got me and said, Jackie, we would love for you to go to shop steward class. And I'm like, all right, what's a shop steward? Let me go find out what this is. And fast forward
Mm,
later to see where I am doing this work, and it's where hopefully I'm gonna take my career to the next level because
awesome.
I enjoy that part of it, like being able to stick it for the people like me, and also knowing I could walk into a room with a bunch of directorates, people with degrees, and we on the same level. None of that
We
matters
understand
because I'm here
exactly.
for my people, you here for your people, and we got to get this done. But that's amazing. I'm glad, and you're absolutely right. But we got to get more people out there to get the
Yeah,
contract book.
and
But
understand.
like, yeah,
But yeah.
that's
So
when it.
yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, no, go
Yeah.
ahead. You.
And so members, they picked the average member like me. I was just a member of tax and finance, and they picked me along with other members across the state from every region, right? So we
Mhm.
have six regions in case somebody's watching this and don't know, right? We have
That's
six
right.
regions across the state for CSEA. Um, I'm Region 4. Your president here, Jackie's Region 2, part of Region 2.
Mhm.
We have 1, 3, 5, and 6 as well. But members from all across the state, many different bargaining units, sit with CSEA staff. So we have state contract administration. So we have
Mhm.
attorneys and other representatives that sit across that table, along with um, CSEA is so dynamic in the sense that they're looking at every aspect of it. We have a research department, right? So CSCA research department, members from that research department sit on that. CSCA Joint Committee on Health Benefits. We have Deputy Director Dawn Dugan, along with the Assistant Deputy Director, sit in that negotiations to talk about health insurance, right? To
Okay.
key things that we may not know about, that so the wool isn't pull over our eyes as an average member. And then we also have this health and safety director sit in that room to address health and safety issues pertaining to our members, on the job, no matter what bargaining unit you're from. So the exciting thing about that is not just me sitting across from the state of New York trying to say, oh, this is what I think I deserve, but people with specific area of expertise
Right.
that taught us the importance of understanding what the state is going to say to us and how we can respond to that. Um,
Awesome.
amazing experience. So you definitely get an education, one that honestly helped me get to where I am today.
That's amazing. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
So one thing I do remember about the 2011 contract, and I don't think people understood why it had to
Yeah,
happen
I'm
that
serious.
way. Yeah, you know it. You know it. And big donuts across the whole
Yeah.
thing. And you sitting there
And
like,
furloughs.
right. So that's an even better, even more to the point next is like
100%.
I don't think people understood why it happened if they weren't involved in the union as much as like myself and you are. What
Right.
could you remember about that? Like, why was the state so hard on for those two particular things? Because I remember as a leader knowing that when I was told it, it was
Mm-hmm.
like, no, they're doing this so we don't lose jobs. So the
Jobs.
question you have to ask yourself is, what's more important to you? getting a raise or not having a job.
Having a job.
So
And
what was the state? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, that's a decision. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. It was a tough decision to be a member to sit at the table and say, "Oh, okay, I can take a raise, but my coworker here might not have a job."
Right.
Right? And where the state was, where New York State was in its economy at that time, um, was in a horrible place, and they were looking to lay off thousands of members. It wasn't just
Mm-hmm.
oh 10%, 2%. It was really thousands of members across the state that could have possibly lost their job had we negotiated to just have raises. Um, and those are things that we as leaders and members have to also take into consideration. That when we negotiate, we're not just negotiating for me, right? I'm not just negotiating for what pertains to my household, but I'm negotiating for the entire body
That's
um,
right.
of the state division and how this particular contract will impact them as well as myself.
Right, right, and a big shout out to you being able to sit through that and be able to give it to members so they can understand it. Because I think that was one of the tougher times for all leaders to have that conversation. To tell somebody, yeah, you're not getting raises and you're gonna get docked some money. But it was
Yeah.
the same thing, like you said. I had to tell the members the same way as like, listen, this ain't
Mm-hmm.
about me. This is about them four new workers who just came in. That if we
Mm-hmm.
got raises, you get a 2% raise, they lose their job.
Right.
Like, what's the less of the two evils we dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna be complaining to me in 6 months when they're mandating you like crazy because you got that raise,
Because
but
you
we don't
got
have no
that
more
raise.
workers. Like
100%.
you had to understand both. So that was big.
It was big.
The next thing for me is this contract ratification. We say
Mm-hmm.
that to members and they look at us like, huh, what's that? Like, okay, you
Wait,
gotta
again.
remember, right?
Huh?
You gotta remember, like, it's called a union for a reason.
What is
Everybody's important.
ratification? Like
Right.
ratatouille? Like what does that
Like, yeah,
mean?
like did
Like
they make
what?
a part two? Did they make a part two to Ratatouille? Like, what's he doing in this one? Like, no, it's not a part two. So a lot of things have been talking to members like the importance of ratification and their
Yeah,
importance to it. It's just in a couple of short words. What like
interesting.
explain what how important ratification is.
So honestly, ratification is the contract vote. It's that is the time where we need our union members, our brothers and sisters, to speak and speak up loud and clear, right? One of the biggest things for me when it comes to being a union member, and I'll go back to
Mhm.
ratification, is
Absolutely.
why do you pay dues to an organization yet you have no relationship with, no affiliation with, and you refuse to use your voice when they ask you for it? I'm confused, right? Voting on this contract is using your voice, right? You don't have to leave your house. They're going to either send it to you. They are looking to do an electronic vote this time.
Yes.
However, we do have members, and I'm okay with this. I probably get in trouble for saying that. I'm okay that there's some members who are not comfortable or safe with technology and still want their um, information mailed to them, right? I'm okay,
Absolutely. Yeah.
right?
Don't worry about it. We're gonna get in trouble together. I'm on the same page with you on
Yeah.
that one.
Listen, I was so bad in, I believe it was the 2011 contract where they wanted to make every paycheck direct deposit.
Hmm.
Every time everybody had to go direct deposit, and I was literally nope, nope. What if you don't have a bank account? What if you don't have access to a bank account? What if somebody's credit so bad they can't get a bank account? And then,
That's right.
right? My question was, are you going to provide them with a debit card that you can just directly deposit the money on a debit card for them that you're providing? No, they want
Absolutely.
that. Every member wanted to, and I held the line on no, we're not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Team wasn't happy with me, but I will tell you what, they grandfathered in the people who still want their checks mailed. To this day, they still mail me my state check, just so you know. I still get it mailed.
Hmm.
Might not come on payday nowadays, but I'm still
Listen.
look,
Hey.
our post office workers are union workers. They need their job too.
Absolutely. Talent. Listen. See, now I'm learning something because a lot of members don't know that, and now they need to appreciate you for that, especially the ones who still getting paper checks. Like,
Yes.
I remember the time when it was like, no, everybody should sign up for direct deposit. And I said, you do realize some people work here that have not trusted banks for 40 years. How do you expect us to
Literally.
convince them to get in with banks?
Are you kidding?
The only problem I ever had with that situation was it wasn't even about that. It was unfortunately during COVID. And then,
Yeah.
the mandate came down and
Yeah.
said we all had to get vaccinated. And I
Yeah.
had an employee come to me and he was like, Jackie, I'm not getting a vaccination. The government is trying to get me. They're trying to tag me. And I had to look at him and go, you do know where you work though, right?
Right.
He's like, what you mean? You work for the government and they answer to the federal government. They got you.
They
Like
got
I don't know what else to say to you. They got you. But he ended up saying, no, I'm gonna do it. So what I did to help him out was listen, no. Some people are still comfortable with paper stuff. So how
Mhm.
about this? Give me a stack of the vaccination declaration forms. I will give it to him and he will drop one off to safety every morning before he reports to work. He's already
Mm,
here half an hour early anyway. It's just about finding a workable situation for both sides. And the facility was
100%.
amenable to it and that worked out for him. But
Wow.
honestly, it's the same thing. Like I didn't even know that. So big shout out to you for keeping that line because so many people are grateful to it. And like you said, though, the state have their tricks. You might not get it on
I
payday,
might not
but
get on payday.
you're gonna get it. It's like, all right, that's another way. Because the thing that made me laugh when brought this up was I got payroll online, so I get pay stubs emailed to me and I got direct deposit. I love that little moniker to have on it every time. Do you know it costs 8 cents to make a paycheck and pay stub for you? And 200,000 work. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. It's only 200,000 of us. You got the mother agencies in there too. So don't try to inflate that number and blame just us. But
Exactly.
I'm like 8 cents. And it was like, wait, hold on. If 8 cents times like 100,000 workers, that could equal some money. But respect that some people don't believe in that. Like they still like cash in their checks.
Are you kidding? My Nana, my great grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
the money was in the freezer in the little plastic bag, a little sandwich bag. Like, come on. They didn't
She
like
knew it.
banks. And
Ain't like banks.
they didn't
They
even
ain't
cash
trust
the
them.
check at the bank. She cashed her check at the corner store, the little
Yep.
Italian corner store that used to be
Mm-hmm.
there in the community. Like,
Mm-hmm. Because he trusted them more than she trusted the
just the
banks.
bank.
It's like, nah, I know him. He all right with me. He
Right.
hates you too as a bank.
Exactly. So,
Oh man, yeah,
anyway,
nah, I hear you.
some things in lives don't change. Has nothing to do with this negotiation. So anyway,
Nah, it doesn't. But
so
yeah, so
back to the
back,
voice, right? So it's important that we pay dues, right, to this organization. Getting involved is just voting on the contract, right?
absolutely,
Getting involved is coming to a union meeting and understanding what your rights are as a member. The union is more than someone calling. Um, and saying, "Hey, I just got a letter and I'm in trouble." The union is so much more than that, right? The union is us standing together to improve wages, to improve working conditions, to improve our benefits, right, and have workplace protections. So the more the members participate, the stronger we are, and the more effective our union becomes. I laughed the other day. I watched one of your podcasts, and I was like, he stole my song. He stole my slogan, which you probably never heard me say. I
hmm
always say that you are the UN Union, and you said that on one of
absolutely.
your podcasts. I was like, I thought that was mine.
No, it's just great minds think alike. That's all. Great minds think
But,
alike,
so for
and
us
they
as
are
members, right? I might be a region president, but I'm a CSEA member first. I can't be a region
absolutely.
president unless I'm a member.
That's how I'm gonna
So
see it. That's
like, so
right.
I think it's so important that I always, when I meet with my members in my region, that they understand and know I'm Shana Davis. I'm a CSEA member because I can't be a region
Absolutely.
president unless I'm a member. So I just want our members to understand and know how important you are and how important your voice is just by doing the ratification process, just by making yes, 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 say yes, or no is your choice, right? We don't want
Absolutely.
to tell you that you have a choice, right? Because I would love for everyone to vote yes on this contract, but you have a choice because it's
No,
your voice, and the union can't sway you either way. It's your decision. So yeah, so it's important that they do that process. So they are going to
absolutely.
start mailing out. No, start. You're going to get an email. So if your email is up to date,
hmm
please make sure your email is up to date. If your email is not up to date, contact your region office or contact your local office or contact CSEA membership at headquarters, 518-257-1000.
Let them
And
know.
518-257-1000.
Let them know.
Ask for membership and make sure that your email is up to date, so that you can get an email. The email will basically let you know that this is your actual ballot to vote on this tentative agreement. You cannot forward that ballot to anyone, right?
That's right.
You yourself have to vote on that ballot. If you forward the ballot, then it's no longer, if you forward the ballot, then it's no longer valid. That ballot is for you and you only. If you do not have an email in the system, then you will get a paper ballot mailed to you. If your email bounces back, then you will get a paper ballot mailed to you with specific instructions on how to complete that paper ballot. One thing is also important is don't write on the ballot. It's going to ask you a question. Do you vote yes or do you vote no? Just check the box, follow the instructions, because you're going to have to, it's a secret ballot envelope. So you do the ballot, put your vote on there, put it in the secret ballot envelope. Then it has another envelope, the reply envelope, and you'll need to put your member ID number on the reply envelope. So make sure that you definitely follow the instructions so that your vote counts. If you deface the ballot in any way, then the ballot doesn't count. It gets thrown out. So if you put on there, yes, because this is amazing, they have to throw it out.
Throw it out.
If you put no, F you, they have to throw it out because you didn't follow the instructions and you've defaced the actual ballot. The advantage of the electronic ballot is you don't have the opportunity to do that. Right.
Right. Like you can't write on it. It's just
you can't write on that. If you're gonna say yes, you're gonna say no, you're gonna submit it. That's it. But we need our members, we need our union brothers, sisters, siblings to understand that is extremely important that your voice is heard about this contract and every vote and every survey that CSCA sends out. We get to design the narrative, right? When we don't use our voice, then we allow them to create the narrative for us.
Absolutely.
And I don't want nobody creating a narrative for me.
Me neither.
Right? I did that for years until I learned how to speak up. And now people probably tell me to shut up. But
don't worry, they tell it to me too. They tell it to me all the time too.
They're like, oh, here she goes again, another question.
It's all right. You keep talking your talk. We need it.
Listen, life is ever learning. And once you know everything, you'll no longer be here. I believe
that's right. Listen, that's a great way of putting it. You should always be learning every day. You can always learn something new tomorrow.
100%.
Okay, so I got one more question for you because you've been amazing. You've been so informative. You taught me. You even taught me some things. I hope a lot of people learn from this and understand just the importance of the things we do. So the last one is this: with this new tentative agreement in place, everybody's talking about the raises because yes, the raises are important. But to you, other than the raises, what was one of the bigger wins of the contract agreement?
Bigger wins. So I say there's money all over this contract. And I feel like our negotiating team members and the staff that negotiated this contract were conscious of how to be able to get as much money from New York State as they could.
Absolutely.
And so with that being said, what stands out to me is hazard duty pay. And let me tell you why that stands out for me. We have members that work in probably one of the most with some of the most vulnerable people in the world, right?
Yes.
And not only that, but we also have people that deal with some of the most violent people in this world. And we also have people that work, it was those two. So for Department of Corrections, for the Office of Children and Family Services, for the Office of People with Disability, Office of People with Developmental Disabilities, and Office of Mental Health. I hate using acronyms, and that's why I try to. But sometimes I talk too fast, so my tongue gets twisted.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't like using acronyms because everybody doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they don't.
And if I'm gonna call myself educating somebody on something, then I need to make sure that they understand clearly what it is that I'm trying to communicate.
Absolutely.
So I would hate to walk away and feel like I didn't give them my best. But what stands out is the hazard duty pay for
Okay.
these particular members, for the institutions that they work in, and the fact that we're recognizing that. Um, Along with DOT, these 4 groups work so much overtime,
Yes,
and
they
not
do.
because they want to.
They have to.
They have to.
Mandation
Um,
is a real thing.
Mandation is a real thing, and we've made some changes to mandation over the years. We still have so much more to go. But until we can get people in these facilities to work and understand how valuable this work is, please know that we know that this work is valuable. And you have to be a special kind of person to be able to work in these facilities. And if
Yes, you
nobody
do.
ever says thank you, I thank you. Um, because it's great work, it's important work, because the people that you're servicing are human beings just like us, and they deserve to be treated like human beings, and they also deserve to be taken care of. And so sometimes they're in a place because their families can no longer take care of them. We appreciate the work that you do. And for the people at Docs, some people are in there because they made poor choices, and some people are in there by accident. But again,
Hmm.
we appreciate the work that you guys do in those facilities and in those institutions, and especially on the roads for DOT. We've had so many
Absolutely.
workers lose their lives. We lost a worker here, and it still
Yeah.
bothers me to this day. Not that we haven't lost others, it's just heart wrenching, that people go to work and don't go home.
Yeah, and that's
So,
always tough.
there's never enough money for that, but the fact that we continue to think about that and continue to increase what that hazard duty pay looks like, is extremely important. So that is one of the things that stood out for me, that we're thinking about that. Another thing that stood out for me is also people who get hurt on the job, um, and they're on workers' comp,
Yeah.
and they get hurt due to an assault, again, in those particular environments. Um, what stood out is for Article 11 in that ISU contract, that those members will now be able to earn seniority 13 to 24 months, um, during the 13 to 24 months of their absence. That's
Right.
amazing, because they usually lose that, right? You out of work, you come
Hmm.
back, and then you're starting from the bottom. So unfair. I didn't leave work because I chose to. I got hurt on the job. So that stood out. I think that's um, an amazing win, for our members. And then I think the health insurance, again. Um,
Yes.
there's many changes to the health insurance, but the fact that, so I was a part of that, right? Part of that negotiation
Hmm.
team where we separated the grades, and that grades,
Yes.
I was a part of that negotiation, and I was a part of that higher grade that had to pay more, but still,
Absolutely. Me too.
right? But still understanding that in order for our members to keep their jobs, in order for more people to be in the workforce, never mind that David Patterson do more with less. No, we need to do more with more, right? We need to make sure that
Yeah.
everybody is able to do their job, because when we don't have enough people doing the work, that's when we fall into these hazardous conditions, and people get hurt and overworked and out of title and all that crazy stuff. So yeah, so those are really the 3 things that stand out for me,
Okay.
that I think are huge wins, on top of the fact that I think this is a really great contract.
Yes.
I wish
Agree
I
with
could
you on
go out
that.
and sell it. I'm so jealous that I'm not on the team this time. I don't have a problem saying that publicly. Because darn, I had to go out and sell zeros and furloughs, right? Like, people cussed
Hey,
me out on the regular.
they did. They was
My
like, "What?
contract passed.
I ain't getting no raise. Like, what do
Right.
you want me
And,
to say?
and,
Like, I'm
and
not getting one either. Like they look at us like, oh, you get a no, I'm not getting a raise
I'm not
either.
getting one.
I'm a member like you. That affects me too. Like, so even when me for like, so when we did the first Zoom about it, and they went over it, and the first number popped up, even I went, that you said what?
What?
Like, I think we had to stop. Like, nah, you got to run that back. You said how much for the first year? I don't want
right?
to hear nothing from nobody.
Nothing. And they
Like
front load it,
no,
right? And then,
yeah, and
people
that's
want,
fine.
that's
That's
okay to front
fine.
load it. It's okay. We
I
don't know
told him,
what's going
sir,
to happen 3 years from now.
right. I said, so you worried about that? I said, here's some simple, quick math for you. The first year is 4.5. Take
Mhm.
that 5.5 away. So now it's 4. The second year is 4. The third year is 3.5. Add
Right.
that point 0.5. Now you got 4.4433. What's the problem? You want a 3.6 per whole? Stop.
Or do you
Stop.
want nothing?
Right.
And why we're
Like,
negotiating, right?
I
So
know it's a great one. We take it a win and we
we
going with
take
it.
it a win. And I think I do think they really did an
They
amazing job.
definitely, they
And
definitely did.
I'm just so grateful, to be a part of this organization. I love this union. I love the union work. I love advocating for members. I like talking crap to management. Um,
My favorite part too.
woo, yes, to be able to walk out the room like what? No, let me stop.
Well, you stop. That's exactly how I walk out the room. Like, can't do nothing with me. I'll
you
be
know,
here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, right? But yeah, so I mean, I think I think they did a really great job, and
They
I
did.
really hope we get more members to vote on this contract.
Me too.
Our number of members voting, I've seen decrease over the years. I really hope that members understand that we need to hear from you. Don't allow anyone to create a narrative for you. You create this narrative. You're paying dues into this organization. They went and did this negotiation on your behalf. Let your voice be heard, whether you agree with it or not. Let us know one way or other by voting on this contract. Like that's so important.
Absolutely. And you're absolutely right about that. President Shana Davis, thank you so much for
Oh
sitting
my
down with
God.
me today.
It's
You
such
have
an
been
honor. I thank you
amazing.
so much. I think we should play a
Listen,
game.
okay, what game you want to play? What you
We
got in
play.
mind? All right.
Uh,
Okay.
you got one?
All right. Let me see what we play. Uh,
Like,
all
would
right.
you rather?
Let's.
Or you got a different game?
All right. No, no. Let's do Would You Rather. So you
Would
go
you rather?
first.
All right. Would you rather enjoy this hot, steamy summer weather, or would you rather have the blizzard and below zero with 12 inches of snow?
I'm weird. I'm gonna tell you right now. I prefer the blizzard. I love the cold.
Really?
I do. I love the cold. For me, is I feel like I could be cold and get warmer quicker than I can be hot and get cooler. Like I went outside for 5 minutes and was mad that I left my house. I was mad I left my house. I was like, so nobody told us that they turned the temperature dial up to hell today. Like it's bad out there. So for me, that's what it is. So okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
Would you rather be the region president or would you rather be on a contract negotiation team on a permanent basis?
Oh, wow. That's good. You know what's crazy though? Oh my God. If I answer this the other way, my members are going to look at me like, what is wrong with her?
It's all right. I'm not gonna do that to you. Don't worry about it. Listen, you good. And
There's
listen,
okay, yes, that's so mean. I would really love to
no,
be.
no. I know,
I
but you
miss
know what?
that. You know what
You
though?
do.
Here's the funny. I do miss it. I miss the learning. I miss the advocating. Now, don't get me wrong. I have to advocate for my members in my region all the time
Mhm.
on a different level. I get to meet with members, and talk to them and try to bridge the gap and do some mediation and
Absolutely.
all that other fun stuff. But man, negotiations is a whole. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I would implore anyone who is a CSEA member looking to move up or just to learn more about the union, the next time a contract negotiation comes out and they put that information out there, like who's interested to be, I would implore any member to try for that. Because I'll tell you what, it's an amazing experience, and I learned so much about the interworkings of a union. Right, union is so much bigger than CSEA, and a lot of times we don't know that. People think CSEA and that's it. It's so
Mhm.
much more than that. So I would implore anyone to do that. And
Love it. Love it. Love it. So
so you're gonna
I
apply
want to.
next time, right?
I will. I got you. I will. I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for providing all the knowledge and information, the motivation and the education is going to be, I promise you, people are going to see this and love every bit of it. And
Thank you.
listen, who knows? Maybe in another 6 months, we'll be meeting to talk about another topic. But
Sounds great.
again,
I really appreciate you inviting me. I really appreciate you
absolutely,
being here. I really hope that I shared something that will make a difference
you did. I
in
can
our
tell you right
members
now, you
getting
did.
more involved and more active. And listen,
I
we
hope
need you active in your locals and your units. Get active. Be a
that's
shop
right. Tell
steward.
them.
Be on a committee. Ask them what committees are available, and if the one that you want to do ain't there, ask them if you can create it. Like, come on, we need our members to be involved and be engaged. You are the
And
come
we
on, let's
do.
say it together, Jackie. You are
You
the
are the U in union.
union.
That's right. All right,
That's
everybody.
thank you so
Thank
much.
y'all. No problem. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Local 401 podcast. Stay tuned. And as always, like she said, get involved, like, subscribe to the channel. If there's a topic you want to discuss, please reach out. And once again, thank you to the esteemed President of Region 4, President of the Capital District, CBTU chapter, the esteemed Shonda Davis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all take it easy and be safe.
All right, honey. Thank you. We good?